The majority of the world is now urban. 3.5 billion people, or more than half of the world's population, live in cities today. By 2030, almost 60% of the world's population will live in urban areas, and in 2050, two-thirds of the world's population, or 6.5 billion people, is expected to live in cities. The number keeps growing as people migrate to search for opportunities. Moving to cities means getting access to the centers for economic activity, where there are more jobs, more services available, transport options to move within the city, trade, knowledge exchange, and connections to other countries. In short, it offers higher quality of life. But what vision should we have for the cities in the future? United Nations addresses that what cities they want in the future includes cities of opportunities for all, with access to basic services, making it safe, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable. Making cities safe and sustainable means ensuring access to safe and affordable housing and upgrading slum settlements. It also involves investing in public transport, creating green public spaces, and improving urban planning and management in a way that is both participatory and inclusive. But before anything else, how can we be able to reach this goal? Are there targets that will help us in going deeper with reaching this goal? There are a total of 10 targets included in the 11th goal. First, by 2030, ensure access for all to adequate, safe, and affordable housing and basic services, and upgrade slums. Second target is by 2030, provide access to safe, affordable, accessible, and sustainable transport system for all, improving road safety, notably by expanding public transport, with special attention to the needs of those in vulnerable situations, like women, children, persons with disabilities, and older persons. Third is to enhance inclusive and sustainable urbanization and capacity for participatory, integrated, and sustainable human settlement planning and management in all countries. Fourth target is to strengthen efforts to protect and safeguard the world's cultural and natural heritage. By 2030, significantly reduce the number of deaths and the number of people affected and substantially decrease the direct economic losses relative to global gross domestic product caused by disasters, including water-related disasters, with a focus on protecting the poor and people in vulnerable situations. Sixth is to reduce the adverse per capita environmental impact of cities by paying special attention to air quality and municipal and other waste management. The seventh target is to provide universal access to safe, inclusive, and accessible green and public spaces, in particular for women and children, older persons, and persons with disabilities. Next is to support positive economic, social, and environmental links between urban, per-urban, and rural areas by strengthening national and regional development planning. By 2020, the target is to substantially increase the number of cities and human settlements adopting and implementing integrated policies and plans towards inclusion, research efficiency, mitigation and adaptation to climate change, resilience to disasters, and development and implement in line with the Sendai Framework for Disaster Risk Reduction 2015-2030, holistic disaster risk management at all levels. Lastly, target to support least developed countries, including through financial and technical assistance in building sustainable and resilient buildings utilizing local materials. In the present year, the Philippines has already started some programs even before the Sustainable Development Goals take part. In particular, there are already existing programs that might help in attaining the SDGs, but we will focus on the 11th goal to make cities safe, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable. There are also laws and programs that are to be passed to help in making the city safe, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable. There are numerous laws at present and laws to be passed. But what is its importance to the Philippines, especially in helping the 11th goal of the SDG? On the question, do you think this goal is achievable on the next 15 years? Our answer is this: yes, we can. But for the goal to be reached, everyone needs to do their part. The government, the private sector, and most importantly us as a citizen.